This king got heat.
It's your boy Joskiii, back with another banger for the gang. And as you can see, we are doing a different video today. We are doing a tier list video. Now, in honor for Drake announcing his album release for Iceman May 15th, we are going to do a Drake album tier list. As you can see here, we have all of his albums and some mixtapes, as you can see. Like, I think this one is a mixtape. So we have most of Drake's discography right here. If not all of his discography, and we're ranking it from S all the way to F. S being the God tier, F being just an album that I just don't care for. I will say now everything is relative to the discography, so even if I put it at F, doesn't mean that I necessarily might not like the album, but in relative to all the other albums that we see on this list right now, come on now, we're gonna have to put it F. So I just want to make a disclaimer real quick. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the rules. We're ranking all of Drake's discography. But before we get into the video, I would like for you to like, comment, subscribe. Like this video lets us know you want more, and we will continue to give you more. Subscribe to the channel. We have a bunch of similar and crazy wild content. If you check the playlist below, there's everything sorted in the playlist. Comment where you would put things. Comment how you feel about each album. Comment where I went wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there will be a whole bunch of comments telling me where I went wrong. Sure. But we're gonna get started, man. We're gonna get started. So first we have views right here. Views, to me, views has to be. Now here's the thing. This is my tier list. This is my opinion. All my opinion. Only my opinion. Since this is the first pick, this will set the tone. I will go back in the end and kind of change things where I think it needs to be. But views, come on now. It has to be an S. Views has to be an S. Now, views has to be an S. Great songs on there. I have the album pulled up right here. We got from track 1, Keep the Family Close, which is a banger. 9, banger. Feel No Ways, banger. Hype, banger. Western Road Flows, banger. Redemption, banger. With You, banger. Controller, One Dance, Grammys, Child's Play, Pop Style, Too Good. It's just too many. It's just too Fire and Desire. It's just too many great songs on this album to say that this is not an S tier album. This is arguably Drake's best album that he has ever made. And to a lot of people, I would say, to most of the modern generation Drake fans, I think Views is most of everyone's favorite album that he's put out ever. So we're gonna put Views at S. But again, at the end of the video, I will maybe change things around if needed. We got the next album, Take Care. Take Care. Oh my God, such a great album, such a nostalgic album. Again, one of Drake's best albums that he's ever created. I'm gonna have to put it again a S. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, between Views and Take Care, again, like if you're an older Drake fan, then Take Care is probably your favorite. If you're a newer Drake fan, then Views is probably your favorite. If you like Take Care, to me is a little dated. It's a little dated. You can hear the instrumentation, the production, and it's a little dated. You know what I'm saying? Even like, let's go through certain songs. Let's go through certain songs real quick. So looking at the songs, Take Care. See, but I feel like Take Care is a slept on album to me. Like, I feel like people don't people look at its flaws a little bit and look at the datedness of it too much and don't realize the the aspects that it does good. To me, the aspects that is good that it does good at overpower the flaws, which is to me the only flaw is it's dated. So you got Over My Dead Body, first song of the album. Oh my god. Then you got Shot For Me, Headlines, Crew Love, Take Care, Marvin's Room. This all from track 1 to track 6 is like Drake's. We're talking about Drake's best songs that he's ever made. so that's why it's hard for me to understand the Take Care hate. Then you got gems like Underground Kings, Make Me Proud, Lord Knows, Cameras, The Real Her, Look What You Done, Hell Yeah Fucking Right, The Motto. The Motto is the most dated song on here, and I would say one of the worst songs on here. Looking at the whole track list, like I said, I think people don't really understand when they look back at Take Care is understanding the real severity of like how many songs Drake has on this album that are arguably his best songs that he's ever made. Now to our next album. Looks like the first mixtape of the group. This is Drake, Room for Improvement. Now, I don't know this mixtape. I've never listened to this mixtape ever. Let's look up certain songs that's on here. Yeah, there's no songs that I recognize off of it. I'm gonna just go from Untitled, Special. Special might be the one I know. Do What You Do, Money, AM to PM, City. I wonder AM to PM. I wonder if that's like the first timestamp series thing that he's done. From what I know as a Drake fan, 6 a.m. in Toronto, I think is the first timestamp the first official timestamp thing that he does, but I could be wrong. City Is Mine. Yeah, there's a couple songs on here. Now I don't know. Like I said, there's a bunch of songs that I don't know. This mixtape I've never listened to. I'm gonna put it at D. So I'm gonna have D as like the category of stuff that is more of stuff that I haven't really listened to yet. I don't really have a strong opinion on. I haven't heard it. I don't know any songs from it. So D is for that. F is for the egregious, like, oh yeah, this is trash. But we're gonna keep it moving. I want to go to something that I can more talk about, and that is his next album. Dark Lane Demo Tapes was a pretty good album. Was a pretty straight project to me. Yeah, I think it's one of Drake's more slept on projects. I think the songs that come out of this project are really, really good. I think that people just don't. I think because of how it came and went in the time that it dropped, I think it dropped right before the pandemic. That's what I feel like it didn't hold weight to it or hold any time to it. We're going to put Dark Lane Demo Tapes. Let me just say some songs. You got some key songs that I remember is Not You Too featuring Chris Brown, Chicago Freestyle featuring Giveon, Pain 1993 featuring Playboi Carti, Time Flies, Desires featuring Future, Tootsie Slide is the single out of this album. You got good songs on here. From Florida with Love is a great song. Yeah, you got good songs. Landed is a good song. When to Say When and Deep Pockets is a good song. You got good songs on here. I'm gonna put Dark Demo at B. We're gonna put it at B. I put it at B because I feel like that's a safe answer. I feel like, this is Drake. Like I said, I feel like it's a slept on project. But if you really listen and go back to this album, the project's pretty good. Like there's damn near no misses. Yeah, it's good. It's a good solid project. B. Next, we're going with another Drake mixtape, one of Drake's first mixtapes that I've heard of. Drake's first mixtapes I ever heard of, the comeback season. The comeback season, man. From what I remember, the comeback season was like huge when it first dropped. Like it was the project that made people first start hearing about Drake. Like, who is this Toronto nigga who sings, like, you know what I'm saying? Is for a lot of people, this is a lot of people's first introduction to Drake. And like, let me go to some songs. Comeback season was over here. Closer, Replacement Girl, Barry Bonds freestyle, Give You featuring Trey Songz, Don't You Have a Man, Missing You, Man of the Year. Yeah, like it, for a lot of people, comeback season was everybody's first introduction. Was a lot of people's first introduction to Drake. I am going to put comeback season at a C. I think comeback season is good for what it's supposed to do during the time it was supposed to do it. If that's the best way I could explain that. There's a lot of songs that I really don't care for during this time. I think this time Drake was still finding his place in the game, finding his sound. Very beginner level stuff that's going on in that mixtape. It's cool. It's cool. I don't hate me. Don't hate me. It's cool. Comeback season is all right. We're going with the next. Is this a mixtape or is this an album? I'm gonna say it's a project. Because there's a couple of these that I'm gonna have to kind of call it projects. We're gonna go with the first project. I think this is a album though. If you're reading this, it's too late. If you're reading this, it's too late. Is a really recognizable album. I feel like it has one of the most recognizable album covers of the modern generation. Just the lettering of it all. I like the meaning behind the album title. If you're reading this, it's too late, because during that time, if you know this point in Drake's career, during this time, it was just he had something to prove. Like, he had something to prove for real. If you're reading this, it's too late was a surprise drop too. So understand, during this time had something to prove. During this time, he created the album. If you're reading this, it's too late. Then made the surprise drop. So it was really like, if you're reading this, it's too late. Oh my God, such a great put together rollout. One of his best rollouts that he's done. If you're reading this, it's too late has a bunch of kind of iconic songs. Got 10 Bands, Energy, Legend, Know Yourself, Madonna, Used to, You and the Six, 6 p.m. in New York. This is Drake's first time putting a timestamp on his project. Jungle, which is a lot of people's favorite. That's my favorite song off this album, Jungle. Yeah. If you're reading this, it's too late. It was a pretty solid project. Got hits, but it does have its flaws to me. I think it's not dated. I don't know what is missing. I think the production on this album is what's missing, though. Like, there's no real fire production to this album to me. It's just a whole bunch of good Drake songs. We're going to put, if you're reading this, it's too late. See, the thing about if you're reading this, it's too late. Like, its highs are highs, its lows are low. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't remember. For instance, Tell me if you remember Star 67. I promise you, unless you're like a deep Drake fan, which I am a Drake fan, but if you're like a stan of Drake, like you probably know Star 67, but I can't even tell you what that song sounds like. It's just a couple songs that just like miss a little bit. And even with Madonna's okay, but even is okay, but it's still kind of simplistic. A lot of this album is simplistic to me. I put it in a B. I put it in B tier. Right below, I think it's right below Dark Demo Tapes. I think what's crazy about me saying that is I think the peaks are better for it if you're reading this, are higher for if you're reading this is too late. I think the overall soundness of Dark Demo Tapes are probably just better to me. I think the production's a little bit better, more of a concise sound that Drake is giving. Yeah. If you're reading this too late, right behind Dark Demo Tapes at the B section. We're going to keep it going with the next one, More Life. More Life is a compilation. I know that's the joke of More Life, but More Life is a Drake project to me. It is a compilation though. But More Life, people don't remember. More Life has a bunch of great songs on there. Free Smoke, Passion Fruit, Georgia Interlude. If you like 4422, Galchester, Portland, Sacrifices, Teenage Fever, KMT, Can't Have Everything, Glow, Fake Love, Ice Melts, Do Not Disturb. You got a lot of good songs on here, and it is a compilation. It's less thought, less of putting together a concise album, more of just putting together. There's more a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? It's just putting together a bunch of good songs that I think my audience will like. I'm gonna put More Life at a high B. I think More Life is better than Dark Demo Tapes. Like, I think More Life, I could put More Life kind of in the middle of Dark Demo Tapes, and if you're reading this, it's too late. Because it's kind of like, I feel like More Life's peaks are higher, but I feel like it's a little dated on certain songs. Definitely on like certain songs like Let's Keep It Real, Sacrifices. But you got stuff like Do Not Disturb, Free Smoke, Passion Fruit on here. So and those are way bigger than any song that came out of Dark Demo Tape. So I'm gonna put it above Dark Demo Tape. For that reason. We're gonna go with Drake's next like EP. This is Drake's next project, So Far Gone. Again, another. This is for a lot of people's first introduction to Drake. So Far Gone has Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, which is still a banger. Successful, which is still a banger. Lust for Life, which is still a banger. Yeah, it has a couple good songs on here. Best I Ever Had was on here. It had a couple good songs on here. I'm gonna put So Far Gone at C. It's top of C. So Far Gone, I feel like it's one of those projects that I feel like have pretty good songs on there, but I'll be lying to say I would go back and listen to any of this. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little dated on a lot of its songs, and it's just like out of Drake's projects, he's done way better. It's more misses on here than good songs to me. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at C. It has better songs than Comeback Season with Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, Successful, Best I Ever Had. But I I can't say it's better than if you're reading this. It's too late. Like no. We're gonna go with the next project. This project is Thank Me Later. Thank Me Later has songs like Fireworks, Karaoke, The Resistance, Over, Show Me a Good Time, Fancy, Shut It Down, Unforgettable, Miss Me, Find Your Love, Thank Me Now. We're going to put. Wow, this is a sticky one. Thank Me Later is a B album. Either low A or high B album. Like it's definitely Drake's like most it's definitely Drake's most like it could have got over the edge of being a great album, but it's just a little dated. If you hear Over now, it doesn't hit the same, but it's still a good song that everybody just knows. If you hear Unforgettable now, a good song, but the production is kind of Unforgettable is not known for its production. It's known for Drake just spitting. So, Find Your Love is probably Find Your Love and Show Me a Good Time is probably your best songs out of this project. But can you say that those are better than can you say those two songs put this project over a lot of Drake's projects? Yes, you can. You thought I was going to say no? Yes, you can. You can't say that puts Drake over here. But yeah, I'm gonna put it at B. I feel like people are already going to say like More Life is probably at a wrong place, but I'm not finished yet. And as you can see, F is still missing. So what I'm deciding to do is I'm going to put whatever I feel like is Drake's worst project that I've heard. So we're not including the D tier list. Whatever is Drake's worst project is going into F to me. Out of the ones that I've heard. So I'm letting it be known that that's what's going to happen. To quickly get through this, because I feel like I'm dragging this a little bit. What a Time to Be Alive. Let's go ahead, put that A. No, What a Time to Be Alive is a S. I'm gonna put What a Time to Be Alive at A. I feel like because it's a collab album, because Future is doing half the work, I'll put it at an A only because of that. But if it wasn't for that, I would put this at S. What a Time to Be Alive is arguably the best collab rapper album ever to be dropped by two artists that are not on the same labels or anything like that. Digital Dash, Diamonds Dancing, Scholarships, Plastic Bag, Big Rings, Jumpman, Change Locations, Jersey, 30 for 30 Freestyle, damn near no misses. Live from the Gutter is even a good song. Live from the Gutter is a great song, actually. So yeah, that's definitely a tier project. Like I said, only putting it there just because Future is doing half the carrying there. Please, God, I need What a Time to Be Alive too. I need it. God, I need it. Drake, heaven. Care Package. We're going to put Care Package at a... I'm going to put Care Package at the low end of B. I mean, Care Package is just a whole bunch of Drake's songs that either needed to be released, haven't been released so far. Some of his bigger songs like Sweeter Man or like, just other songs that he needed to drop that he hasn't dropped. The Motion, Trust Issues, How About Now, Days in the East, Draft Day, 4 a.m. in Calabasas, 5 a.m. in Toronto, Joskiii Freestyle. There's a whole bunch of Drake singles that he didn't drop, that he dropped finally. Girls Love Beyonce, Paris Morning Music 1, Can I? The only reason I'm putting it at the end of B is just because it's a bunch of songs. It's a compilation of songs that we heard before. I think it's not fair to all the other albums. It's not fair to all the other albums because it's not. It's a whole bunch of unreleased music that everybody has heard Like some of these songs are like this project dropped in 2019. I've heard some of these songs since 2012. Like when he made 5 a.m. in Toronto was probably 2011. So like 2011, 2012. So like we gotta be honest about that. I'm gonna keep it rolling. I know this mixtape. I cannot remember it. I did not listen to it. Nevertheless, it's Heartbreak Drake, the best of. I know this mixtape. It's a popular mixtape. Everybody, I'm gonna even put it above Room for Improvement. But I I would be lying to you and saying I've heard this mixtape. Like I know the cover art more than I know the mixtape itself. I can't even find it anywhere. So we're gonna keep it going though with Scorpion. Scorpion is A tier. Scorpion, people do not understand the greatness of Scorpion. Scorpion has Survival, Nonstop, Emotionless, Up, I'm Upset, 8 out of 10, Mob Ties, Sandra's Rose. Is there more? Jaded, Nice for What, Ratchet, Happy Birthday, Blue Tint, In My Feelings, Don't Matter to Me, March 14th. Like, I think people don't understand. Like, I think Scorpion is one of the most hated, overly hated Drake albums. People do not understand like how good of the songs that came out of it. I think Scorpion hurts by it being a album that is a double album. So to this album, I think it hurts it because you cut out a lot of this and reorganize it to be one album. I feel like people love it more, have a better. It's more palatable for people to consume. There's a lot of great songs on here. There's a lot of great songs on this motherfucker, and people. I think it's most overhated album. Too many good songs. Too many good songs. Too many peaks in there. Even the lows are on the rapping side are great. So like yeah, I put it at A. I think it has a lot of potential. I think if you cut out a little bit more of that fat from the album, people again it becomes people's favorite Drake project, especially in 2018 because that was the time. I'm gonna keep it rolling with Nothing Was the Same. I'm not gonna make this too long. Nothing Was the Same is some of it. It's my favorite Drake album. I think that is a turning point where Drake actually said that I'm going to be the best rapper in the world. I think you can hear it in the music. Tuscan Leather, Furthest Things, Started from the Bottom, Wu-Tang Forever, Own It, Worst Behavior, From Time, The Language, 305 to My City, Too Much, Pound Cake, Come Through, All Me. Too many great songs. That is, to me, the best Drake album that I ever heard. I don't want to even go into depths about it too deep. We're going with the next album, Certified Lover Boy, which I think is a. I'm gonna put Certified Lover Boy at top of B. I'm gonna put Certified Lover Boy at the top of A. Not top of A, but right there, dead smack in the middle between Scorpion and What a Time to Be Alive. I think Certified Lover Boy has good songs. Girl Wants Girls, Love All, Fair Trade, Way Too Sexy, In Too Deep, Yebba's Heartbreak, No Friends in the Industry, Knife Talk, Fountains. Like, it just has too many good songs, but I feel like its peaks aren't as high as Scorpion. I feel like there's no song on here to me that beats Nonstop in Nonstop's energy. There's no song to me that beats like the most lyrical song on Scorpion. Like I can't see that in this. No. Certified Lover Boy was a good time though. It was a good time, good journey. Honestly, Nevermind is going to be at B tier, the end of B tier. I think it has a little bit more songs that I would go to more than than So Far Gone, just a little bit for right now where I'm at in my life. So you can ask me on a different day. I might say So Far Gone is better than honestly Nevermind. I wouldn't hate that. I mean, I think they're both kind of interchangeable. You got, but I think you do have songs like Sticky, Massive, Jimmy Cooks, that do help it. Calling My Name, that do help it, but it's not. But I think honestly, Nevermind is just like Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly. I think in the sense of that you have two artists that are doing something that they're giving you a different sound that they never really just completely delved in. They might giving you hints throughout their history of making music, but they didn't just do a full album of this sound. And I think To Pimp a Butterfly was that for Kendrick, with more jazzier, more poetic, jazzier, conscious rapper sound. And then honestly, Nevermind is if Drake does House Party. So yeah, I think they both do that. They give the audience something that I didn't really ask for. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I just didn't ask for this, and I don't want to hear you really do this. Just a whole album of this. Maybe a couple songs, maybe an EP, but not a whole album of this. And I think that's what honestly Nevermind and To Pimp a Butterfly is to me. We're gonna keep it rolling. I'm gonna make this quick. 21 Savage, Drake, Her Loss is I would even dare put it above What a Time to Be Alive. I think Her Loss is a better album for a better collab out project. I think it's better at its sounds, its lyrics, its complimenting of each other. Now people will argue with me over that aspect of it. Is Her Loss is a little bit more of a Drake album because it has a little bit more Drake than What Time to Be Alive. I think What Time to Be Alive does a good job at balancing Future and Drake, while Her Loss is like, okay, let's make a Drake album, but in 21 Savage, you're attached, but let's have Drake more lead for this project. And it came out to be one of the best collab, again, one of the best rapper collab, if not the best rapper collab album we've ever heard from two rappers who weren't in the same camp, in the same label and stuff like that. For All the Dogs, now here's a big one. For All the Dogs is a C. No, I'm gonna put For All the Dogs at a B. First of all, let me go. I don't think I said any of the Her Loss great songs. Rich Flex, On BS, Back Outside Boys, Privileged Rappers, Spin About You, Hours in Silence, Treacherous Little Twins. I had to add that. Circle Loco, Pussy and Millions, Broke Boys, Jumbotron Pimpin', More M's. Like, yeah, just a whole bunch of great shit. Now let's go with For All the Dogs. For All the Dogs is let me keep it real. For All the Dogs is right here. For All the Dogs is B tier. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep this all the way real. For All the Dogs is lower in the B tier. Rich Baby Daddy, Members Only, IDGAF, First Person Shooter, Virginia Beach. For All the Dogs has good songs on there. I don't think it's as bad as people keep saying it is. It's not a bad Drake album. It's just not. I think it's not concise enough. That's what it is. I think when Drake leans into, if you know this, when Drake leans into more of, I'm just giving you a couple songs that you want as a fan, and that there's not much thought to it, his projects end up being worse. You can see it on my tier list. But when he's not as concise, his projects end up being worse. But that don't mean they're bad. Like, I mean, to say More Life, if you're reading this, it's too late. Care Package, Dark Demo, it's like, to say those are bad projects is egregious. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, those are great projects. But yeah, For All the Dogs is good. It has good songs. It's cool. I guess its best song is IDGAF, but I don't consider that song just Drake, one of Drake's better songs, though. I feel like that's a upper mid-tier song for Drake. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Drake, For All the Dogs is really kind of Drake going against his greatness. I'm gonna keep it real, and that's what it is. Now we're down to some sexy songs for you. This is the last project on here that I will be rating. I'm gonna give it a C. Nah, we're gonna put that bitch up to A. It might be over that. We're gonna put Some Sexy Songs for You to A. Great songs, great R&B album. Drake's only R&B album on here, surprisingly. That's very surprising. If you don't count the second side of Scorpion. But Some Sexy Songs for You, great project, great songs on there. I think Party and Drake, another great collab project. We gotta talk about Drake's collab projects more. They are top tier projects every time he does something else with somebody. Just great beats, great R&B songs. It's just good songs. It's good music. And now I'm gonna keep it real. I don't want to move anything. That's kind of how I feel. If I could move something, it would probably be, honestly, Nevermind at C. Maybe if I could move something, it'll be putting honestly Nevermind in For All the Dogs at B. I'm gonna put it at C. I think it's the upper C tier. I think if we're looking at the projects, it's just there's a distinct difference between Care Pack, or even if you're reading this, it's too late to For All the Dogs. Like, that's just two levels of Drake. I think I did a good job, though. I think I did a good job. Comment down below if I did a good job. But now, what is Drake's worst project to me is going to have to be Comeback Season. Comeback Season has to be an F for me. That is probably Drake's worst project I've heard so far. Now, saying again, this is relative to his whole discography. So Drake is the best rapper of today, to me, of all time. So that's not saying much. Take this with a grain of salt. Comeback Season is still better than a lot of regular rappers' projects to me. But it's still his worst one I've heard. But that's the end of the video, y'all. If you're at this part of the video, I need you to like, comment, subscribe. Like this video. Let me know you want more. And I will continue to give you more tier lists because this is a new series on the channel. I want to do more. I want to do more rappers and even branch off from music and do like sports. And I love basketball. I like soccer. I like food. I like cartoons, movies. You know, I'm a very eclectic person. Like this video, lets us know you want more. I will continue to give you more. Subscribe to the channel. We have plenty content that you like. Just subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, lets you know when we drop, and comment how you feel about this. I think I did good. I think I did what most people would. But yeah, I got more or less of what most people would feel like. That's how I feel like. But let me know in the comment section below. It's been your boy Joskiii, and I'm out. Okay.